Hello guys, nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast for Just in the Game, and I want to say boots are being bought because that's what I used to say, but of course this is season 3, so boots aren't really all that viable anymore. Base movement speed has been increased on most champions, and the movement speed bonus you get from buying boots has been lowered, so there's not much point in going boots per se. Of course it gives you bonus movement speed, don't get me wrong, but you only need to take it if you really have an enemy against you that really has some dangerous skill shots you do not want to hit. Of course, if the jungler is camping you, it might be wise to go for boots as well, but considering the fact there aren't many junglers that can jungle without using the hunter's machete, they don't have boots either. So their movement speed has been lowered as well. So let's go over the teams quickly, shall we? Alright, dynamic camera, we shall start with the red team. So we have a jungle Vi. Pretty awesome indeed. Those denting blows deal a lot of damage onto minions. Well, I know it's 6% of their max health, but still, it's a good ability nonetheless. It gives her attack speed, I was gonna say movement speed. It gives her movement speed, so it clears her jungle even faster. And I think it even lowers the armor of the enemy she attacked. So it's a good ability to jungle with. Also, her Vault Breaker, her dash is pretty good for engaging. But she kinda needs the red buff to gank. But hey, that's why you're a jungler. Red buff is for you for the taking. So, Jungle Vi, everybody. We also have a Riven who will be going to the bottom. So we have a lane switch here. Pretty interesting to see. We have a, if my mouse wouldn't be stuck. So top lane will be, thanks to the lane switch, a Sona and a Vayne who will start off with the golems. Indeed, so that will be done as well. Golems, always good to take it. It gives you bonus experience and they should respawn at the time your jungler arrives to take them, even though they are switching the aggro a little bit. Normally you'd go for the little one first and then for the big one, but mid-fight they changed it around, so that's going to give them a lot of damage, but they lane switched anyway, so you'll fight a single guy, so it's not that bad. And then, if my camera wants to move around, it doesn't. It's a pity. I will need to use my mouse. Middle lane will be a Twisted Fate, that's all I wanted to do. Then top lane will be a Shen. Even though he has Smite. Oh, I thought he was a jungler, and then we have Lee Sin jungling. Well, that's a pity, Shen. So, Shen now on top lane with a Hunter's Machete. Well, it could be worse. I mean, Hunter's Machete gives him like 5 health potions if he buys it, but it really is a very hard lane for him now. I think he also thought he was going to jungle and that Lee Sin was going top. Or there must be a fight of some sort. Anyway, middle lane, thanks dynamic camera, will be an Evelynn. I was gonna call her Eve, well why not, nobody cares. Nobody cares about you, Evelynn. And bottom lane will be an Ezreal and a Zhyra. They are pushing their lane quite hard because of course red team decided to lane switch, so they want to take some use of that and try to destroy the tower as fast as possible. Of course Sona and Vayne will try to do the same. Sona of course has very high poke, and well, if Vayne is able to auto attack you 3 times, then she can do a lot of damage as well. Well, of course she's a Vayne, she should do a lot of damage. For now Shen is trying his best and he's not doing that bad. Riven the same. Let's check out the difference in last hits. Riven only has 1 last hit, Shen has 8, so for now it's actually in blue team's favor. But guess what's going on here? It's going to be the Vi going in from behind, going to load up her Vault Breaker and then dash towards... Oh, actually missing there. The key burst of Riven was a bit too much there, but it was a kill nevertheless. Ezreal should be able to indeed flash away to safety. Weird that there wasn't any ward here for blue team because of... Well, Zhyra's their support and she has a lot of wards. She has 3 different kinds of wards, yet she didn't place them. That's a bit weird, I must say, especially when you're pushing the tower that hard. You should have a ward, so that shouldn't have happened. Anyway, first blood for red team. They will like it. It means their lane switch is paying off somehow. Not too sure why. It shouldn't have happened, to be honest, but hey, Vi is good at ganking. That Vault Breaker, man, it can close up to you, and then of course the red buff will do the rest. Excessive Force, of course, also very nice as when you're ganking, because you can use it twice if you save them up correctly. One hand can hold the power of a shockwave. So Evelynn now farming in the middle together with Twisted Fate. Actually Lee Sin going and missing the Sonic Wave there, so there won't be much happenings Not much happening there. Vayne not able to hit for a third time, or else it would have been a lot. But hey, guess what? It's going to be Vi knocking him back, and then of course using excessive force, and of course a hurt W, and that's gonna be no. Oh my god. Sorry. The condemn wasn't far enough. Vayne actually saved Lee Sin in a way, but it made it so that Lee Sin actually placed his ward in the wrong area there. But in the end, he was able to flash over the wall. So if that condemn was able to stun Lee Sin on the wall, it would have been awesome. But it didn't, so it's a pity indeed. Riven getting pushed quite hard. The tower is below half its HP. Top lane is a bit above our half HP. So Shen doing a good job, it must be said. So for now, actually, Shen still winning his lane, even though, of course, bottom lane gave away a first blood, so that will quite even it out. Shen is actually not that far ahead on minion kills anymore, though, of course, a new fresh batch of minions is coming, so he can last hit at his tower. His tower will take a beating, though. Now it's going to be Riven and Vi coming over the wall. Not again, Zhyra. Run, girl. Of course, I can't really blame her from dying at that part of the map, because Vi came from an invisible spot, but that's going to be another kill for the bottom lane. 1 kill for Riven and 1 kill for Vi for now. Actually, Vi reminds me a little bit of Riven. She's also very mobile if she has her Vault Breaker ready. Now pings are going down onto the... Oh no, Twisted Fate, he wants to use his yellow gold card, is not able to hit, well he did, but the safeguard of Lee Sin made it so... Oh, auto attack more than enough. Is he able to flash over the wall? Yes he is, but Sonic Wave should hit. Nope, Lee Sin just going to run... Well, it was probably on cooldown. He's going to try and get the hit. Oh, nice little ward there, but he didn't know where Twisted Fate was. Over expecting his movement there. And that's not going to be a kill. Ezreal is going to try, is going to Arcane Shift over the wall. He could have gotten the kill maybe, but it won't work. Lee Sin still trying to search for the Twisted Fate. Will find him, but there's a lot of minions there. He can gold card to protect him. The turret doesn't have that much left though. Lee Sin trying to hit him won't work. Riven now going in, but there's Zhyra as well. Vi is there now in the fray, is not level 6 yet, nor is Riven, so that won't be much at all. I think Ezreal will be able to escape. Ward now, Keepers down, and of course Broken Wings down. One more excessive force will get the kill. Zhyra not able to use Strangling Roots to root them into place. So the top tower has been destroyed. Red team now pulling ahead with more than 3,000 gold, which is pretty awesome, I might say. Evelynn now in the middle, pushing as hard as she can for Twisted Fate. Was having a stroll for about 1 or 2 minutes, so she really must make use of that and push this tower into smithereens, or push it, let the minions push, and then try to help her lanes out. The other lanes, top or bottom, that's what Evelynn is the best at, because she's quite invisible for normal wards. Of course, Zhyra has bought a pink ward, hasn't placed it down just yet, is trying to defend against Riven all by herself. Evelynn is now coming into the fray, taking huge damage there, Riven, for Zhyra. She's only level 4, is going to exhaust her Riven, but it's not enough. Riven, does she have flash? Well, she is a Riven, so she can move like Jagger, is going to get healed, but there's not level 6 yet, so that will be a kill. But Twisted Fate is going into the fray, will get the quick kill onto the Ezreal, so a lot of assists there on the Ezreal kill, which is fine, and Riven taking a kill as well, so it was worth it overall. Her aggressiveness paid off. Of course, she was 2 levels ahead on the Zhyra, so I can't really blame her for instantly whooping her ass, and that will be the first dragon in the game. Vi is now level 6, so now her ganks are even stronger. That assault and battery is such a good skill to initiate a fight. It's almost like a Malphite ultimate, though a little bit more buggier if you've seen some of the stuff on the interwebs. Oh no, I wanted to see the gold card dynamic camera. Alright, you knew it better apparently. Shen pushing like a boss, I might say. Considering he is solo laning, he is going to destroy this tower if he would want to. Apparently he doesn't want to. Oh my god, one more gold card and it would have been a kill. Well, it didn't matter which card. Sona just doing a lot of damage there on Zhyra. They actually lane switch, but Riven didn't got the memo apparently. So that will be the top tower destroyed. Shen will continue pushing. Oh my god, key burst in the middle. Zhyra escaping with just a slither of health, is able to use her entangling roots to stop the Riven. Now it's going to be Shen using his ultimate. Lee Sin in the fray as well. Condemn him away. Condemn him away. Don't ignore Vayne. Vayne is now just able to shoot everybody. Sona is trying to escape, but will probably get a Vorpal Blade up on her face. Vayne now with the kill onto the Zhyra. Will get the kill onto Ezreal as well. Don't ignore Vayne. Now it's going to be Shen trying to run away. Will succeed. And the bottom tower destroyed. So yeah, nice job there by Vayne. Now she has a red buff and blue buff. Almost spotting the Evelynn. She is still invisible, but for how long? Shen is now at the top as well. If Evelynn and Shen work this together, they might get the kill. Shadow Dash together with the agony of the Caitlyn. Evelynn will be a kill no matter what. Riven going in onto Shen. Broken Wings dashing him up, but it won't be enough. Ravage was, well, a little bit off cooldown, and Evelynn used it quite appropriately to get the kill. Else Shen would have died. But then again, so would Riven. So I must say, red team is a little bit of throwing, I might say, but they are still getting kills because of it. They are a little bit more ballsy, but it's working out a little bit. Now it's going to be the middle getting pushed by Twisted Fate and Sona. Sona using her Hymn of Valor to increase the damage of Twisted Fate to further increase the speed at which the tower will get destroyed. So yes, a lot of damage. I think it's going down. Lee Sin is not enough to save it, and every pick a card a Twisted Fate uses does bonus damage on the tower. Oh no, it's going to be Vi going in from the bushes of Twisted Fate. Lee Sin, sorry. I was going to say Twisted Fate now going on to Evelynn. She has a blue buff and a red buff, so it would be nice to get the kill onto her, but it won't work. But another nice kill there. A nice play by red team. They really have control over the map, I must say. Even though, well, you have Twisted Fate to counter the stand united of Shen. Every time Shen uses his ultimate, you can say, hey, Twisted Fate, come with! And he can use Destiny to teleport at pretty much the same position. If he's in the middle, he might get there in time. Of course, Shen can use it from everywhere on the map. It's one of the only global ultimates that's usable across the map. Well, Twisted Fate's Destiny used to be the same, but hey, it was a little bit too powerful. Of course, Shen can only use it on allies. He can't use it on ward, but like you could use teleport, for instance. And you can use teleport also to counter Shen's ultimate. It has a very high cooldown, so it's not that big of a threat. Strutting through the jungle, searching for a kill. Of course, Evelynn is way better at strutting through jungles because she's quite invisible. Of course, if she gets close to you, you will be able to see her. But that's why brushes are there, because she will stay invisible if she's in a brush. So, red team now going to push. They are ahead, they know it. They want to make some use of it, maybe waiting for the dragon to spawn, but that's not up yet. It is about, but not yet. So instead they are going to try and take the middle tower. Of course, it's only 2 versus a lot more. So Evelynn trying to get cheeky there. Broken Wings will not hit her. Key Strike will hit Lee Sin. Will need to dash him away. Zhyra using her ultimate. Ezreal with a very nice ultimate. Hitting both the Riven and the Twisted Fate. Will make them very low. Getting the kill onto Vi afterwards. A little late for Vi to join in on that fight. It was better if she went to the bottom to help with this tower, for instance, but hey, she could have tried. At least these 3 guys are fairly low together with Lee Sin. He's the 3rd. So that will be a tower nevertheless. So in a way it was maybe worth it. An inner tower is fairly important. It was the bottom one. The middle one would have been a little bit better. Of course, the bottom one is much more fun if Baron is there, but he's not even there yet. If they can destroy the lower inhibitor tower before Baron, that would be awesome. That would be a dream as well, but it would be awesome and worth it then. So we shall see. It was a good trade overall for red team to trade a lot of kills for a tower, but still it shouldn't have happened. I said it before, Riven is playing a little bit too aggressive. She is ahead, she knows it, but don't waste it. Ezreal wanted to go back, instead thought I might go for some golems because I don't have enough money yet. Could be. Let's check out his loss hits. He has 72 loss hits. That isn't much at all. So he's right to go for the golems now, because Vayne has 107 loss hits. Twisted Fate has 112. I think it's the highest of the game. Yes, indeed. The only one of blue team that gets even close is Shen with 105. And all the rest is pretty low, I might say. Of course, not as low as Riven's. She has been losing a lot of creep, thanks to, of course, the lane switch earlier on in the game. And yet, still, she has a lot of kills, so she thinks she's ahead, but she should focus on getting some more minions, or at least not throwing as much as she has been doing in the past. Twisted Fate gets hit by the Sonic Wave of Lee Sin, but he doesn't bother really. If Lee Sin was dastardly enough to dive in, he would have died. The tower will go down very quickly, and there's going to be Assault and Battery onto the Lee Sin. Now Evelynn going to get shielded by her ultimate and the Shen ultimate, but it wasn't enough. Now Shen is still top, whilst his team is getting devastated. Lee Sin using his Dragon Rage to get free. Will get free, but Riven is just wrecking the house. Another kill and another for Vi, dodging the passive of Zhyra. So that will probably be an inhibitor tower. Bottom lane pushing, middle is pushing. Vi is being fairly aggressive, of course. She has the shield. Every time she uses an ability after, I don't know, 18 seconds, she gets, I think, 10% of her maximum health as a shield. We shall see. Bottom lane not getting pushed as well. Dragon is up, red buff of the enemy is up. So they want to take that instead of prioritizing to take an inhibitor. Of course, we're still 15 minutes into the game, so respawn rates are fairly low. So they don't need to sit in base as long as you would think. But that will be another dragon for red team, the second dragon into the game, which will increase their lead by 1,000 gold. So that's a 7,000 gold differentiation. Now they are going back. They want to make that gold into items. And who doesn't want items? Well, nobody really, not even the support. So yeah, thinking what a blue team might be able to do against the snowballing of red team, but for now, the way they're directing is great. Use the ultimate on Evelynn. She is invisible as long as she isn't seen, so they can use a surprise little sneaky summoning of the Shen, so he can dash in. Of course, the agony of Evelynn, what is it? Agony's Embrace gives her a shield as well, the more players she hits. So if you combine that with the shield of Stand United, that's a very big shield. That's pretty hard to crack even. And Evelynn is an assassin. Once she gets the kill onto you, she'll just walk away. By that time, Shen is in the fray. He can use Shadow Dash, will taunt your team. Especially because, of course, Evelynn will most likely use her ultimate on as many players as possible, meaning that Shen will be fairly close to a lot of players as well, making his Shadow Dash taunt multiple targets, which is fine. He's a tank, he wants everyone on him. That way Ezreal... Oh no, Evelynn gets caught here, which is pretty weird for an Evelynn, because she should have been invisible. Maybe she was too close. A lot of damage on Twisted Fate, however, and Shen really wants to ward. It will not work, though. So Evelynn and Zhyra both fairly low. Only Twisted Fate of red team is fairly low. He cannot regenerate. Unless, of course, Sona is there, and yes, she is. So she will use her Area of Perseverance to heal up the Twisted Fate. Riven in a fairly tough position. Red team trying to bait them out. Oh no, Evelynn is not getting seen by the Riven, and now she is all by herself. Will she survive? Lee Sin now in a fight as well. Riven just running away will work, and now it's going to be Shen in a heap of trouble. Will get, of course, the armor reduction by the Vi, so he's in a tough spot. If he would get attacked once more by using that shockwave of her excessive force to do a lot of damage. Battery again! Assault and Battery, not just the battery, but Vi will probably die. Ezreal with the auto attack will get the kill, but that's a double kill for red team. One for Riven, one for Twisted Fate, and a lot more assists, so it was more than worth it for red team. You must consider it as well, they will take a tower because of it, and Vayne was not even in that fight, so she will, well, try and take a tower for it. But at least the middle inner tower has been destroyed. Lee Sin in a fairly tough position, I might say. Shen is probably feeling rather... Oh no, Evelynn! Boom! Twisted Fate! That'll teach you to just recall wherever you please. And that will be an easy kill for Evelynn. A little bit cheeky of Twisted Fate, shouldn't have happened. There wasn't a ward, but hey, you never know. Pings going down on Baron and the Vayne. Vayne was actually able to destroy the inhibitor tower of the middle lane, which is fairly weird, considering Lee Sin was there and pretty much everyone was there, except for Evelynn and one more guy that was assisting with the kill on Twisted Fate. Not that it was necessary. Shen trying to catch up on her. Well, he is a bit faster apparently, and he has Shadow Dash. So if he's able to catch up to her, she will probably die, but she can condemn him away if he gets too close. We'll condemn him to a wall instead. Now it's going to be Vi going in onto the Ezreal, using that excessive force. Or strike, I don't know, but Ezreal using his barrier to negate most of the damage. Now it's actually Vi in a tough position. Of course she is a Vi, will be able to escape. If not, she can use her dash. Oh, Evelynn is now spotted by Vi. You do not want to just solo Vi. Twisted Fate's ult going down. Shen's ult going down. Agony's and Brave not hitting anyone because she hasn't used it yet. Well, she did. It was still on cooldown. And that's going to be a quick kill on both the Riven and the Evelynn. Red team with the chase. A good dash there by Vi. A good Shadow Town, I might say, by the Shen. But the ultimate of Sona is just more than enough. Ezreal will probably die. One more auto attack will flash out of range of the Vayne. So she doesn't get movement speed. Unless she might get movement speed. Yeah, she is close enough. She will get the movement speed. I think she got the bonus movement speed because Zhyra was too close to her. And she was in range. Well, she was spotted by the Sona, which gave her some movement speed. Flash away by the Zhyra won't be enough, will get slowed by the Sona, so nice use there of her passive, using it correctly, using the slow whenever you do. Because I'll explain her passive, so you have 3 spells with Sona as with pretty much everyone else, apart from your ultimate of course. And whichever spell is activated when you have Power Chord active, you'll have a different ability. And if you use Song of Celerity, then your auto attack will be a slow. You probably already knew that, but it counts. It's a very potent ability, that slow. Of course, if you use Hymn of Valor, it will do a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but sometimes the slow is better. And if you use Aria of Perseverance, you lower the damage of the target you auto attack, which can be important as well. Though more than likely you'll either use the slow or the bonus damage, especially in the beginning of the game you'll use the bonus damage. In the end you tend to use the slow more, because if you can slow down the AD carry, then well, she's an easy prey. Of course, if you could lower the damage of an AD carry, it's viable as well. So you don't need to focus that much on which hymn or which song should I use. Oh no, I used the wrong song. No, it's always good. It's always good. Don't bother with it. Baron is up, and red team wants to take it. But their ward got destroyed by Zhyra. Will Zhyra survive? Well, thanks to a nice Dragon Rage by Lee Sin, I'm pretty sure it won't, but there's Vi going in with Assault and Battery. Ezreal was able to Arcane Shift, but it doesn't matter, the damage is just too much. Instantly gets killed. A nice ultimate by Zhyra, preventing the Riven from getting closer onto the Evelynn. Shen versus the Vayne won't be enough. Twisted Fate going in with the yellow card will get the stun. It was a gold card, of course. Yellow card is a band, I think. Pings are going down onto both Dragon and Baron. Well, if I would choose Baron. But hey, we shall see. For now, it's going to be Riven just standing in a brush. Actually, they want to finish it, apparently. Evelynn going in onto Twisted Fate. He will not survive. There's a little bit cheeky there. Lee Sin getting the kill. Evelynn will die as well. Riven wants more. Vayne wants more. They will get more. Lee Sin, of course, a very cheeky bastard, will probably be able to safeguard to safety once his minions has spawned. Was able to hit a nice Sonic Wave there. But what will it do? Nothing. That will do. So now it's time for Baron. Actually, not really. Shen has respawned, and you must take into consideration that blue team has 2 junglers for say. Of course, Shen went top, but that means they have 2 smites, which makes smite stealing a Baron fairly interesting. If you time it correctly, you can combine them together for an attack that does over 9,000. No, it's not true. Over 1,000. I think it's 800 total damage. 850. Yes, indeed, but they're not level 18 yet. So that will be an attack of 1,700 damage, which is a lot. It's even more than Cho'Gath's Feast, which is 1,000. So you'll be able to steal it. So red team cannot allow blue team to get close to Dragon. I mean Baron. Well, Dragon as well if they want to Dragon steal, but that won't happen, and that's not that big of a deal. It's still 1,000 gold, fairly important money, but it's not a Baron buff, and the Baron gold is much more. So they need to play this safe. So they did a wise thing of destroying the inhibitor. It will make it so that if blue team decides to leave their base to stop the dragon fight, they will have minions pushing their towers, their nexus towers, those important towers. And you can't have that. Shen, of course, fairly good at counter pushing, so he might be the guy that can stay behind when it's needed. Instead, red team is actually going into the base, pushing them away as far as they can before they go for Baron, but now they will probably go for Baron. So dynamic camera, if you would please, thank you. Show the Baron. Show his health, please. Nope, then I'll do it myself. So here you can see the Baron's health going fairly rapidly. Of course, Vayne does true damage and the Vi does true damage. So characters with a V tend to do a lot of damage. So that's actually a fairly easy Baron. and that won't be a steal. Of course, blue team didn't have any vision. Sona had herself a nice oracles, so she prevented vision for the enemy team. So this might be the final push. I don't know. You guys know. You know how long this video is. For me, this is live, even though I probably know as well. Let's see how blue team might be able to defend this. I don't think they can take this team though. They are more than 1,000 gold ahead. They have Baron. They have both Vi and Riven. Vi in the sky, Riven in the sky, trying to kill somebody, but they can't. That will be a very quick tower. Actually, Vi has had it, Riven has had it. They're going in. Evelynn, already on half health, was not able to dodge the wild cards even. This will be an inhibitor down. Riven using her ultimate there, Shen using his onto Evelynn. Evelynn going balls to the walls mode, trying to get Shen into the fray, but that was not worth it. Shen now dying as well. Double kill for Twisted Fate. Vayne will probably get a kill as well. Nope, Ezreal flashes over the wall, and it's going to be Vi taking the kill onto Zhyra. Condemn against the wall there, Mr. Lee Sin, but that will be that. A great game indeed. Vi getting cheeky there, won't do anything at all. That will be a GG for Red Team. A very good game indeed for Red Team. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Just look at that gold differentiation in the end. It's getting towards the 20,000 gold. Of course, that's what happens when you destroy a lot of towers in a very short game. So I'll see you next time. Bye!